Hello students, you are welcome in 11th English textbook. See there, today we are going to start the second poem. The title of the poem is The Sower. The sower means the farmer, okay? One who sow means sower. Sower means farmer. The title is given here, and we know many things about farmer, farming, etc. because India is an agricultural country, right? Before going to start the poem, we have to discuss some points that are given as a preparation, as a icebreakers. See, when we go through these activities, we will easily understand the poem, right? See there what is given. The page number is 71. Number first, make a list of words related to agriculture. Very simple question is there. We have to make a list of the words. That words must be related with agriculture. Agriculture in Marathi, sheti, farming, okay. We have to find out the words. We have to collect the words that are related with agriculture. What are the words? We have already gone through the call of the soil, a scent of rice, and in that text also we have dealt some words. The words are fertilize, organic, cultivation, crops, gardening, farming, farmers, weather, labor, rain, water, etc. These are the words that are related with agriculture. What are the words? Fertilizers, organic, cultivation, crops, gardening, farmers, weather, labor, rain, water, etc. Now number 2. Discuss the activities carried out by a farmer. Okay, we know farmer, and farmer carries out many activities in his farm, but we have to provide just main activities of farmer. The first activity that is already provided here, the remaining 3 activities we have to write there. See the first activity, that is plowing. Plowing in Marathi, नांगरणी करणे, means to cultivate the land, right? Plowing is the first activity given here. The remaining 3 activities we have to provide. After plowing, the farmer seeding. Okay, there is the second activity, seeding. Farmer sows the seed in his farm. That activity is called seeding. Then harvesting, correct, harvesting is there. This is one of the activities. Then spraying the field, it is one of the activities, correct. There are so many activities, but just 4 activities we have to write here. First is plowing, second seeding, third is harvesting crops, and fourth is spraying fields. Okay. Next, in our country, engineering, teaching, and medical fields are much sought after. See what is given. In our country, engineering field, teaching field, and medical fields are given much importance. In this field, we get much money, reputation, etc. Other professions, occupations, though they make a significant contribution to the society, do not get their due. What is given? The other profession except engineering, teaching or medical fields, other profession or other occupations, though they make a significant contribution, significant means important, contribution, okay, they provide much contribution to the society, they play the vital role in the society, right? But they do not get their due. As they work, they don't get their reward, correct? Okay, in engineering, teaching or medical field, everybody get sufficient salary, but about the other professions or the about other occupations, they don't get the enough salary, etc., or the enough fund. Now we have to discuss here. First is given farmer, okay, and highly unpredictable economic gains. What is given here? Farmer invests his money in his farm, but he gets very less through the farm, and that is unpredictable economic gains. Means there is no guarantee that he will get whatever he has spent in his farm. Okay, this field, this profession, this occupation, farming occupation, is very risky because farmers take much risk while sowing or while providing the fertilizers, chemicals, and according to that expenditure, farmer doesn't get parallel with it. Okay, the second, conservancy workers. What about conservancy workers? Conservancy workers has lack of better pay and working condition. Have the lack of better pay and working condition. Conservancy workers don't get better pay and they also don't get working condition. Next, number C we have to provide here. For example, flour mills operations, they have high rate of electricity bill. Flour mills operations, okay, they have high rate of electricity bill. They have to face the high rate of the electricity bills. Next, number D, handloom weaving. Okay, what about that people who make the handlooms? They have uncertainty of selling products, right? The handloom weaving workers have uncertainty, anishchitata. They have uncertainty of selling products, correct? Sometimes the products aren't be sold, right? Next is pottery. Okay, one who make the pottery. What is about them? Their lots of goods are damaged. In this field, in this occupation, lots of goods are damaged, correct? Now the next, number 2. Agriculture is the backbone of the Indian economy. Fill in the boxes supporting this statement. Complete the following web diagram. We have to complete the web diagram. The title of the web diagram is given, Agriculture, the backbone of India. Is this true? Yes, agriculture is the backbone of India. Backbone means the pillar. Agriculture is the pillar of India, right? Okay, we have to provide the supporting statements here. With providing the supporting statements, we have to fill the blanks. See, why we call agriculture as the backbone of India? We have to provide here the supporting statement. The first is given, a large part of Indian population is involved in agriculture. Okay, the first reason is given, that is, a large part of Indian population is involved in agriculture. You will find a large part of the Indian population is totally depend upon the agriculture and the agricultural activities. So agriculture is the backbone of India. Next, number 2, it contributes 25% to India's GDP. Okay, agriculture contributes 25% to India's GDP. GDP, ग्रॉस डोमेस्टिक प्रोडक्ट. आणि इंडियाच्या GDP मध्ये जवळपास 25% शेअर जर कशाचा असेल तर ॲग्रिकल्चरचा आहे. म्हणून ॲग्रिकल्चर इज द बॅकबोन ऑफ इंडिया. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, India is the world's largest producer of pulses, rice, wheat and spices. This is also the supporting statement. What is the third supporting statement? India is the world's largest producer of pulses, rice, wheat and spices. Okay. Now the fourth supporting statement, that is, agriculture provides employment to 50% of India's workforce. Agriculture provides employment, okay, to 50% of India's workforce. It means 50% of Indian workers are based on the agricultural activities, correct? So agriculture is the backbone of India. We have covered this. Now change the page, page number 72. See the page number 72. What is given? Victor Hugo. He is poet, novelist and dramatist of the 19th century. He was the most important of the French romantic writers. Through regarded in France as one of the country's greatest poets, he is better known for novels as Notre Dame de Paris 1831 and Les Miserables in 1862. What is given? The poem The Sower was originally written by Victor Hugo. He was born in 1802 and died in 1885. He was a poet, novelist and dramatist who is regarded as one of the greatest poets of France. He is best known for his works Les Miserables, Notre Dame de Paris, La Fin de Satan and Dieu. Okay. Next is, Hugo's poem was translated from French by Torulata Dutt. Torulata Dutt. She was born in 1856 and died in 1877. Who was a Bengali poet and the first Indian poetess to have written verses in French and English. See what is given here. Tarulata Dutt, a Bengali poet also known as Toru, wrote in English and French, was born on 4th March 1856 in Kolkata. She is considered to be the first Indian poetess to write verses in English and French. Right? She translated dozens of poems and completed a novel before her death at the age of 21. See what is given here. At the age of 21. Her poems such as Sita, Lotus and Our Casuarina Tree are well loved. The Sower is a translation of Victor Hugo's poem Saison des Semele Les Soeurs. It is translated by Toru Dutt from French to English. The Sower is a poem about a farmer who is sowing seeds. He has seen many bad harvests in his life. However, he is so optimistic of having a good harvest every time he sows grain. What is given here? This poem, The Sower. This poem is written by Victor Hugo and it is translated from French to English by Torulata Dutt. This poem is about farmer who sow the seeds, and we know that farmer had seen many bad harvests in his life. He faces many things throughout the year. However, he is so optimistic of having good harvest. Always farmer thinks positive to get the good harvest every time he tosses grain. Okay. See, we have to discuss the poem. The poem, The Sower, is about the dedication and the determination of the sower who persistently strives to sow the seeds in the ground, all the while hoping for a good harvest. Look, the first two lines. Sitting in a porchway, cool sunlight, I see dying fast. Here, the difficult word porchway means a veranda or a covered shelter in front of a building. In Marathi, Dwar Mandap. Porchway means a veranda or a covered shelter in front of a building. बिल्डिंगच्या समोरचा कव्हर केलेला जो वरांडा म्हणतो आपण त्याला म्हणायचं पोर्चवे. सी व्हॉट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ दीज टू लाईन्स. द पोएट इज सिटिंग इन ऑन अ वरांडा ऑन ए कूल इव्हिनिंग. द इव्हिनिंग इज कूल and the poet is on a veranda, right, looking at the sun setting beyond the horizon. Okay, and the sunlight, poet is watching. The sunlight is dying fast, means there is the time of evening, the time of sun setting. The sunlight is dying fast means the sun is setting. Correct. This is the time of evening. Next two lines. Twilight hastens on to rule. Working hours have well nigh passed. See these two lines. Twilight. Twilight means the sunlight. Twilight hastens to move speedily. Here the light moving speedily on to rule means the poet witnesses the twilight that is quickly following the setting of the sun. He says that the working hours are almost over. Working hours have well nigh passed. Well nigh means almost but not completely or exactly, just about. Twilight has turned on to rule. Working hours have well nigh passed. It means the working hours are almost over. You know that at early morning, farmer goes in his farm to do the regular activities, and when there is the time of sunset or after the sunset, the farmer reaches to his home from his farming by doing so many activities in his farm. Here the time is the evening time. The sun is on dying fast, okay, and farmers are returning from their farm because the evening time is there and the darkness is spreading everywhere. Next two lines. Shadows run across the lands, but a sower lingers still. Old in rags, he patient stands. Looking on, I feel a thrill. What is given here? These four lines. Shadows run across the lands. You will see when there is the sun in west horizon, you will find the shadows are spreading or running across. ओके, म्हणजे सावल्या खूप दूरवर गेलेल्या आहेत, म्हणजे सूर्य मावळत आहे. शॅडोज रन अक्रॉस द लँड्स बट अ सोवर लिंगर्स स्टिल. लिंगर्स मीन्स हँग्स अराउंड ऑर रिमेन्स. इन मराठी त्याच अवस्थेत अजून राहणे म्हणजे तसेच राहणे. सूर्य मावळलेला आहे तरी परंतु तो एक शेतकरी त्याच्या शेतामध्ये आणखीन तसाच रेंगाळलेला आहे. ओल्ड, हाऊ इज दॅट फार्मर? दॅट फार्मर इज ओल्ड. इन रॅग्स ही पेशंट स्टँड. आणि त्या रॅग्स म्हणजेच त्या ओबडधोबड कपड्यामध्ये तो तसाच उभा आहे. पेशंटली, सहनशीलतेने तो स्टँडिंग केलेला आहे. लुकिंग ऑन, आय फील अ थ्रिल. अँड वेन द पोएट लुक्ड टुवर्ड्स हिम, दॅट टाईम द पोएट फेल्ट थ्रिलिंग. थ्रिल, त्याच्या अंगावर रोमांच आले ज्यावेळेस पोएटनं तो शेतकरी आणखीन तेवढा उशीरपर्यंत काम करताना पाहिला त्यावेळेस. व्हॉट इज द मीनिंग? सी what meaning is given about these four lines. As the sun sets, the shadows get longer, covering the lands, but an old sower can still be seen in the fields. Dressed in rags, he is standing patiently, and the poet feels a thrill on seeing the sower still out there in the fields. Correct? Okay, we have discussed these lines. The remaining poem will be discussed in the next lecture. Correct? Now we have to stop here. Thank you.